What if I told you that it is your absolute birthright to shine bright? What if I told you that your life could be much easier when you align and magnetize? What if I told you your true center of power is actually to be in rest and to be in receiving and to be in open and surrender? What if I told you that your softness is your power? What if I told you that you're not meant to just be here on this earth just to work and make babies and then die? That you're here to actually touch people's lives, that you're here to grow and to expand beyond your wildest dreams, that you're here to have a huge magnetic aura that permeates people, that inspires people, that you're here for so much more. And we're gonna get all into that into this video. And this video is all about how to activate your feminine energy. And so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about what feminine energy is. Feminine energy is one of the most powerful energies that exist in this world. We have both feminine energy and masculine energy. Feminine energy is the energy of nature. It is cyclical energy. It is flow. It's open. It's surrender. It's soft. It's the out breath. It's receiving. It's aligning. It's magnetizing. It's that openness. It's that warmth. It's the curve. It's water. Masculine energy is fiery, it's hot, it's concentrated, it's strategy, it's logical, it's very much in the to dominate, to pull, to lead, to control. And that's all good qualities. Both of them are very, very good. And as human beings in this world, we have both. Everybody has both masculine energy and feminine energy. But if you're born into a female body, most likely if you clicked on this video, means that you are someone that has a feminine essence, which means that you represent the feminine in the world, that you want to grow in your femininity, you want to understand your femininity, you want to know how to magnetize this, how to activate her, how to awaken her so that she can come into your life, transform your life in beautiful ways that actually increases your creativity, increases your surrender, increases your love and health and all the good things. Feminine energy, let me just say, is deeper than putting on a pink dress and having a soft voice and being really submissive and having pearls. It's so much deeper than that, because when we observe feminine energy, we can observe it in nature. For example, look at water, look at the ocean. Okay, the ocean has tsunamis that will come down. Ocean has waves that will come up and slap you. Ocean has waves that are also soft. The ocean has the sea foam that is very sensual and very beautiful if you're living in a beautiful island. I don't know about the sea foam out here in New York, but my point is that there's all different aspects of water, and that's very much a woman, is that we have these different sides of us. Some of it is very strong and dominating, and some of it is just super soft and super sensual, and all of it encompasses the feminine because it's cyclical, it changes, it's different. So when we observe nature, we are observing the feminine, which brings me to my first point. Tip number 1, to be and to activate your feminine energy, you want to spend more time in nature. You want to go outside and literally be around a body of water, go to a park. You're going to take off your shoes and you're going to ground your feet to connect with the earth. The earth has this electromagnetic field that will cleanse you. It cleanses your aura. It does all types of great things for your health. And so you're going to want to do that because that helps you to embody your feminine energy. It helps you to cleanse. It helps you to ground. So when you're in nature, it actually calms your nervous system. So think about, like, if you have a stress and then you go to the beach, The beach is just magical because it will entrain your subconscious mind. It will entrain your nervous system to actually calm down, because nature is very, it's slower. And so when you're observing nature, it's cleansing your aura, it's calming down your nervous system, and so it's entraining you into more of the feminine energy. So our ancestors back thousands of years were very much connected to nature, way more, because we use plants as our medicine. We use plants, and we were growing our own food, so we understood on a very deep level about the cycle of life, about how I plant a seed into the ground. I don't see it, it's underneath the ground, but I have faith. I keep watering it. I allow my prayers, my good thoughts, my good energy to go into the seed. I don't see it, it's underneath the earth. And then eventually that seed comes up and I'm able to feed my family. So we understand more about faith and more about time and more about slowing down when we honor the feminine. So our ancestors were very much into plant medicine and very much like integrated that into the feminine way of being. We're hunters and gatherers. More, not all, but most of the women were into the gathering the plants as medicine and berries and whatever food and things to bring back nourishment to our children and to our partners. So we understand nature on a very deep level. Think about when you're around a body of water, how it makes you feel. You suddenly get more energy. Sometimes you get more relaxed. Sometimes you feel more sensual. You feel more fluid. You feel more calm. All the problems that you had, sometimes it just dissipates. So going into nature and being in nature, number one thing that you're going to want to do to activate your feminine energy. Number two, I want you to dance. Dance is one of the most beautiful things that you can do as a woman, because it helps you to just free up your energy. It allows the energy, like we have so much going on in our head. We have so many tabs open in our minds. Think about your computer right now, probably has 10 tabs, 15 tabs. So you want to really cleanse your mind and all of this energy, so your head can get super hot. Because if you're sitting on a computer all day, or you're scrolling, or you have stress, or you have phone calls, and you have like all of these to-do lists, your head has a lot of heat. And what you want to do through dance is you actually cool your head down, because it allows the energy to now flow through and out of your body. So you switch on a different part of your brain, the creative side, the intuitive side. So you're taking logic out and you're now in this another brain, so that you're able to be more creative, so that you're turning off those neurons that are firing on that side, and you're able to be in the creative side. You're able to dance, you're able to express yourself, because through dance there's so much emotion that you might not be able to put to words, that you can put through dance. I know I have clients, I've been teaching dance for 10 years, over 10 years in New York City. I have clients who used to work on Wall Street, right? And they were like super, badass, very like cutthroat, but then they would take a sensual class with me, and that would allow them to turn on and like try on a different flavor, so they could be more soft, so they can be more vulnerable. And that's an aspect of them they couldn't be for the 8 hours, the 10 hours that they're working all day. But through dance, they're able to express and explore this other side of them. And then you have other people who might be more like soft and submissive, and that's their personality. And then they go and they take like my salsa tropicana class, where you have to be a little fiery, you have to be very passionate, and it's very much like a diva flavor. And they love it because they're able to now try on that part of themselves that they normally aren't exploring during the day. So that's why dance is so beautiful, because you really get to discover who you are without using words, without using your logical mind. And I love belly dancing. I am a belly dancer. I can't tell you how healing it is. I can't tell you how amazing it is. I just so passionate about it because it allows you to be in your hips. It allows you to create circles. It allows you to love your body, especially in the belly, because as women, we hold so much in our belly, so much of our emotions, so much unstuck, stuck trauma. If you had any past sexual positive or negative sexual experiences, it's all there. So when you're belly dancing, you're allowing that energy to move. You're allowing those stuck parts of you to now be released, to now move out. I remember I had clients who, like, if you see on my Instagram, like, you'll see there's a picture of me and there's like all these flowers and gifts and money. And it's all from my clients' husbands and partners. Why? Because after dance class, guess what? I'll leave the rest to you, okay? It allows you to be so confident. It allows your energy to move in different ways and just have like this different aura, so that you're moving your hips, you're moving your body in this way, and it just evokes this other side of you that's really amazing. So yes. And then even with like opening up your hips, and like had another client who used to be like, girl, Maya, what am I supposed to do with these open hips? Like, we were walking out of class and she's like sashaying through Brooklyn, and I was like, girl, you could do whatever you want with them open hips, okay? So it's like when you have this power in your hips, when you have this sense of like open energy, when you have this sense of like fluidity in your body, it builds your confidence from an authentic place, because you feel it in your body. Your body is now like awakened, especially from such a powerful center. All of creation, all of life is coming from underneath the navel. So when you're moving that, when you're activating that energy, it transforms everything for you. And it's also not even about like, okay, I want to go and make a baby. It's about, I want to go and make a business. I want to go and write a book. I want to go and start my podcast. I want to go and do something amazing and create something, and to go paint or go start sculpturing something. It's not even just creation energy for children to create life. It's about, what do I want to create in my life? What legacy do I want to live? What legacy do I want to leave on this planet? And that's coming from underneath the navel. So just imagine, like, we're not supposed to just be stuck behind screens all day. We're supposed to be moving this energy, creating things in our life, creating our legacy and what we want to see on this earth. So that's numero dos. So the next one is to get out of survival. So many of us, we might be in survival mode. We might be people who had past experiences that are super traumatic. We might be people who don't even know we're in survival, that's just normal, that's just way of life, that we're moving, constantly going through a to-do list, constantly feeling exhausted, depleted, talking very fast, moving very fast, not really slowing down and feeling anything, because to feel anything would be too much, too overwhelming. So we just go. Don't know how to sit with ourselves. We don't know how to sit with our feelings because it could be too much. So if this is you, you're in survival. And that's okay, because the first step of that, to heal that, is the awareness of, okay, I'm in survival. I have some things that have happened to me, or I have something that's on me that is causing me to feel this way, that is causing me to act this way, that is causing me to show up energetically this way. So it's impossible to access your feminine energy if you're in survival mode, if you're hustling, if your basic needs are not met. That's why feminine energy is more of I don't want to say luxurious energy, but it is very luxurious, But you have to get out of survival. So all of us have masculine energy and we have feminine energy within us. You have to channel that masculine energy from within you to get yourself out of survival so that you can get into your feminine energy and heal. You have it from within you. It's not going to come outside. You have this masculine energy, meaning you have to sit down and create a plan for yourself. If that means that you have to get therapy, if that means you have to get some consistent healing modality so that you can actually sit with your feelings and process them and know that you are the medicine. So any healer that you go to or anything that you might have to be guided by somebody, but know that the power and the healing is coming from within you. Okay, so I always suggest going to acupuncture. I always suggest going to Ayurveda or some system where they're going to look at your whole body and they're going to look at healing you. If you go to just like Western medicine, they're just going to look at how to get you hooked to prescription pills and cut your organs out of your body. Go to a place where it's natural healing, so that you can receive what you need to receive to activate the healing from within you. You are the medicine. So when you pray, you're praying for your healing, and then you're going to receive the messages of like, let me click on this YouTube video, or let me go talk to this person, or let me go read this book, or let me go, so that you're being divinely guided on your healing path. You are the medicine, okay? So getting out of survival is going to be unique to all of us who are in survival. So if you have heavy masculine energy, meaning that you have dense energy, meaning that you are constantly in your mind, meaning that you are easily triggered, meaning like all of that is like very heavy. And so you're going to want to start to heal yourself. You're going to want to start to be able to sit with your feelings. You're going to want to be able to feel your emotions, because your emotions are extremely powerful and can help you when channeled the right way. So we want to be able to start our healing journey, but use your masculine energy in order to do that. So use that planning energy. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to create a plan. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to look for a therapist. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to look for a healer. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to pray for the healing that I need. I'm going to sit down and sit with myself and ask my higher self, what is it that I need in order to get out of survival, in order to be able to be in my body, to be able to sit with myself in my emotions and whatever comes up. So that's extremely important, because feminine energy is about being present. It's about being in the moment. So when you're on a date, for example, can you be in the moment? Can you inspire that person to be in the moment too? Because that's the power of the feminine, is that we pull them out of their head into the moment by noticing different things. Like, oh my God, it's so beautiful here in this restaurant. I'm loving it. I'm having such a good time. Or, oh, did you notice that sunset looks so beautiful? This is so magical. I love being here with you. You know, like those things that you say, it's like that is what makes you so magical and makes you so magnetic, because you're able to take that masculine man or whoever, if you're on your masculine partner or your masculine date, and you're able to take them out of their head and into the moment and notice what's around and feel like that, honey. That's it's very powerful. It's very powerful, because we want them to be in their mind, we want them to be in their masculine, but when you're able to hold the feminine pull, that's what builds that spark and builds that polarity. I always talk about this in my videos, is that you have to hold the feminine and activate your feminine, and when you do, that's what builds that spark in the relationship. That's what makes it so juicy and magnetic and makes you want to like ravish each other and pull the clothes off, because you're holding the feminine, he's holding the masculine. most relationships now are pretty neutral, pretty much like brother, sister. I know that sounds gross, but it's what I observe. Brother, sister vibes, best friend vibes. And yes, like they can be your best friend, but you also want to keep that air of romance, of magnetism, of pull, of like sexuality and sexual energy. You want to keep that in the relationship because it's very important. That energy is so potent. So you always want to keep that. You don't want to be neutral and just be buddies all the time. Like, you know. Okay. It's the middle of the night. I'm making this video because my house is quiet in the middle of the night. So this is what you gotta get. Okay, so we were at getting out of survival, and so I want you to also think about like detoxing. What do I mean by detoxing? So there's might be lots of things that you may experience throughout the day that are pulling you out of your feminine energy, that are pulling you out of this feeling of rest, of softness, of magnetism, of radiance, and of the ability to receive. So anything that is pulling you out of it, it might be something that is bothering you on something that you watch on TV, or you're observing in social media, or somebody in your environment. So it's very important that as you begin to awaken in your feminine energy, you're going to start to feel. Now, this is very important because we've been taught, we've been programmed that not to honor our feelings, not to honor our emotions. So the more that you connect with your body is a huge vessel of wisdom. Your body is what tells you that your boundary has been crossed. You know why? Because you feel it. You feel it in your stomach. I don't know why I just did my mouth like that. You feel it in your stomach. Think about when you feel disrespected. You might acknowledge it like mentally, but you feel it in your belly. And that's how you know that that's a boundary that was crossed. It's not something that's just logical. It's something that is felt. And that's why it's so important for the feminine to be in her body, to be awakened in her body, to honor those feelings, because the more you honor those feelings, the more that you're honoring your truth and the wisdom of your body and the wisdom of your truth. So my boundaries for me might be different, very different from the next girl. The next girl might not care about what I care about, or she might have, like, for example, I know some women that, you know, let's say they're on a date and the guy, I don't know, he looks too long at a girl. Is she feeling that in her stomach? That's a boundary for her. She doesn't like it. She's feeling it. Now, is it time to lash out and wild out and start yelling and get angry and upset and throw a tantrum? Absolutely not. It is time to acknowledge it. It is time to say, I didn't like that. I don't like the way that feels. And to come up with the time, an appropriate time and place to say that you don't like that, and to state that that's a boundary for you. I don't like that. This is what I expect. This is what I want. So it might not always be in the moment, but it's very important that it gets communicated if it's something that you're honoring your truth, and to say it with your, like, knowing it, empowered, and being detached. Because the more that you have this attachment of, like, I don't want him to not like me, I don't want him to leave me, I want him to be with me, and the more that you get really graspy energetically, the more that they know is like, yeah, that's not a boundary. Like, I'm definitely gonna do that again, and she's one of those. I can just walk all over her. They feel that. Or if they know they're gonna lose you, or they can lose you, they won't do that. Hell no, they won't. So you have to have a little bit of that air of detachment, the air of, like, this is what I accept, this is what I don't, and I'm willing to walk away. I know I have client that was just tolerating all types of stuff from a man. I would never. I was like, girl, what are you? So we are all different. We are all different, but I think and I know that he was treating her that way because he knew that she wasn't going to leave. And so we're working through that because I'm letting her know that feminine energy is about abundance. And so if one person is not treating you well, if one person is not adding blessings to your life, supporting you, loving you, and cherishing you, there's a next man that will. Honestly, that's abundance. Being in lack and only focusing on one thing and grasping is not abundance. So having the abundance mindset of like, thank you, next, like it's not working for me, and knowing that there is more, there's always more, there's always more, it helps you so much to not be so holding on to garbage. Let go of the garbage. You don't need it. And, allow yourself to receive the treatment from the right person, knowing that you have the ability to attract the person that is supposed to meant to treat you well. That you have to be a high value woman. You have to know your worth, know your value, and honor that energetically through your energy, through the words that you say, through your embodiment, so that he knows, okay, I'm not gonna mess around because she really loves herself, she takes good care of herself, and I have to bring my A game. That's what you want the other person to be thinking. You want to really, really like have that air of loving yourself so much that you will not tolerate any shit, and then you don't have to, because that's how it works. So next is to don't push. Okay, let's get out of the pushing, let's get out of the controlling, let's get out of trying to see. This is what happens. I'll explain to you exactly what happens in life. Okay, when we're growing up, we go to school, right? We go to school, we go to university, a lot of us, and when we go to university, go to school, we work really, really hard, and we know, okay, I put in this much hours, and I push, and I strive, and I study all night, and then I get my A. And then we go to our jobs, and we're like, okay, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna work hard, I'm going to get a really good job, I'm gonna work hard at this job, I'm gonna do everything, and then I get promoted, and then I get accelerate in life, like that, We know that if I go to the gym and I'm consistent and I work hard and I push and I do this and I do that, I'm gonna get the results in my body. So we have this it's a pattern of like, how do I get great results? And so for all of these areas, pushing and striving and strategy and putting in that work, it gives us the results that we want. Yes? So this is using our masculine energy, which is good, because to be a feminine woman, you have to be strong and wise in your masculine. And I'll get into that later. So that's what happens. But now we take that same formula, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna strive, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna control, and we put that to romance. And that is where we mess everything up. Because when you're pushing and you're striving and you're controlling and you're putting in that work and you're putting in that energy and you're showing up and you're doing all the things and you're doing the most, you are going to repel healthy masculine energy. You are going to attract predator energy. You are going to attract weak feminine men. Or you might inspire a masculine man to just be in his feminine because he knows that you are going to handle everything. So when it comes to romance, that's why this is so essential. I believe that learning about feminine energy is one of the most important things that a woman can learn in the world. And I say this because She will learn how to be in her full power, how to activate her magnetism, how to align to things, how to work smarter, not harder. And in relationships, it allows her to attract healthy masculine energy that will support her, that will cherish her, that will love her, that will honor her, the essence of her, that will honor the essence of you. And so that's why this is so important. So for relationships, the pushing, the striving, the controlling, it does not work. And if you resonate with what I'm saying, does this make sense to you? Put it in the comments, because I want you to really, really think about this. Every relationship that you had to work really, really hard, and you did all the things, and you did the most, and you pushed and you strive and you tried to do the most, it didn't end up well. So I want you to learn that in relationship, to honor this feminine energy, that this feminine energy has to be in your relationship, that you hold the feminine pull, that you understand the importance of receiving. You understand the importance of allowing the masculine in your life to lead. You understand the importance of allowing that masculine energy to rise in his masculine through your inspiration. We inspire in so many ways, and it's soft power. It's different. It's using honey. Think about the video I did with Oshun. The whole world was trying to get Ogun out of the forest. It was Oshun that did it with honey. It's extremely powerful. And when you have the ability to embody your feminine energy, you are able to inspire without using your words. You're able to inspire just by entering the room. You're able to inspire just by your energy, just by your radiance. You're able to inspire your partner in so many ways, because you're holding the feminine pull. So you're taking care of yourself. You are loving yourself. You are loving and respecting your energy. You are rested. You investing in your body. You're investing in your appearance. You're investing in yourself. And he's witnessing that. That inspires him, because he knows, okay, I have someone here and she loves and values herself. She's a high value woman. I gotta come to my A game. I gotta step myself up. I gotta do all the things. It's inspiring, and you are just doing you. You're taking care of yourself, but everyone around you gets uplifted through that energy. So you don't serve the world well by being depleted and exhausted. You don't serve the world in that way. But you can just be so powerful, especially in romantic relationship, by holding the feminine pull, by allowing like the masculine to be witnessed by the feminine. When you are in your juicy feminine energy and you're witnessing him, it's healing. It's like, that's the juice. It's the sauce of life, I swear. So is. And you get to have those like really delicious relationships and delicious moments and magical moments together. And it allows that spark, that heat. It's really, really important to have. So, yes. Have clear boundaries. I talk about this all the time, and it's so important. So let's talk about this. In order for you to be in your feminine energy, you must have healthy masculine energy from within you. In order for you to be in your feminine energy, you have to feel safe. And you create that safety from within you. It doesn't come from the outside. It comes from within you. You create that safety. You create that the structure for your feminine energy to flow. And so I always talk about this because it's very important that we can't be just leaking out our juicy, beautiful energy and it's just flowing everywhere, and then you're going to attract predators, you're going to attract people that are going to mistreat you, you're going to attract people that are going to take advantage of you. When you have that strong, healthy, masculine energy, you have those boundaries. In my book, the Ultimate Soft Life guidebook, I talk about this. It's the thorns. It's the thorns of the rose. So the rose has these soft and luscious petals. Why is it able to survive in the wild? Why isn't it eaten? Why isn't it trampled? Because it has those thorns. You can't just grab a rose. You have to maneuver, you have to respect, you have to come with your, strategy and it's the same thing for us. We have to have these intrinsic boundaries and know our boundaries and be very, very clear. And so that when you create that from within yourself, that sense of safety from within yourself for yourself, then your feminine energy is able to awaken, she's able to rise. But that comes from you. And it also is so magnetic for a man to witness that. They love that because they know my girl doesn't take any shit. They know that he's not always going to be around you. And so he knows that you're not going to be taken advantage of. He knows that you're not going to take any shit. He knows that, even though he's going to protect you in his presence, he also doesn't want to be with someone that's a doormat that's being taken advantage of outside. You want to have that from within you for you first, so that your feminine energy can awaken. She can arise. She can have that sense of flow. She can have that structure. And then structure is super important because the feminine, it's not structured, it's flow, it ebb, it flow, it's different, it's emotions, it's cyclical, it's unpredictable, it's adventurous. So all of those things are so great, but they can only exist in a positive way and be positive for us if we also have nice structure from within us. For example, let's say I have a daily routine that I do, and I do this routine every single day, and within the routine is rhythm, it's structure, it's showing up. So every morning I do yoga, and I create this discipline for myself that every morning I'm going to show up and I'm going to do my yoga. Now, the masculine part of me is the showing up. It's the spreading out the mat. It's the waking up at the time I do. It's spreading out the mat and saying, I'm doing yoga. The moment that the yoga practice begins, I'm in my feminine. I'm flowing. I'm not on this strict regimen of I have to do 8,000 sun salutations. No, I'm gonna allow my body and whatever arises in the moment to flow. What do I need this morning? I need more of hip openers. I'm gonna do that until I feel into my body. How's my body feeling? Do I want to be challenged right now, or do I want to just flow? And so I honor that feminine part of me. So the feminine part is able to flourish. I'm able to have this amazing practice because my masculine is the one that is structure, is showing up and saying, setting my alarm clock and spreading out the mat. So I think that we get that. That was boundaries. And boundaries are really important around your time, around your energy, around what you agree to do and not to do. So it's very important that we're not doing assigning our energy to things that are not don't have reciprocity. So this is another tip. When you're attaching your energy to something, is it something that is in your best interest? Is it serving you? Is it going to bear fruit later on for you? Or is it just I feel obligated, I feel bad, they did something for me back in 2008, so I gotta do this whole thing? No, you don't actually. It's like you have to see and check in with your body. Of course, we want to help and take care of people and their time of need, but you can't always do that, especially if it's like going to deplete you, because we don't always have that overflow. So most of the time we are trying to like pour into ourselves to get to the place where we're giving from our overflow. And that's when we give. That's when we have the ashe. Ashe is vital life force to give. And so you want to constantly be pouring into yourself so that you have overflow to give. But it's very important that you see and look for reciprocity. Look for, okay, I'm going to be doing this thing. Maybe it's a favor for friends, but you know what, in the end it's going to help me too. And so we want to just be looking for attaching ourselves or connecting with different ways where we're creating reciprocity, where we're not being taken advantage of, but we're able to create these relationships that the energy is flowing back and forth, and it's just a give and take. It's an ebb and flow, as opposed to someone's just like latched onto you and they're just leaking all of your energy out. No more of that. We're not doing that anymore. Let's see. Slowing down. So I guess I will leave with this one. The slowing down is really, really important. And put your phone away, especially when you're with your kids or on a date. Like, literally put your phone away. Be present in the moment. Act like it's 1995 and like there's no no cell phones all over the place. Like, be present to your life. Be present. This life is such a gift. It is such a gift to be alive right now. It's such a gift to have air in our lungs. It's such a gift to have our health. It's such a gift, so we don't want to waste it just staring at the screen all the time. We want to put that phone away and go play with your kids. Be completely present with them. You're not missing anything. Like, all that stuff on the phone can wait. You want to put your phone away when you're with your loved one and just look into their eyes. Be present. Create these magical moments of pleasure and of like enhancing the moment, playing music, lighting incense, delicious foods, nice fabric, dancing, romance every single moment, so that you can create this life that is just filled with moments, and that it doesn't always have to go on Instagram. Just live it for you. And I think that's the best way to do it. I want you to just enjoy this life and to know what a gift it is, and to look at really, really, this is a gift. That everything, no matter what, I know that life gets so hard, and part of being in your feminine energy is being in the energy of gratitude. It's having what you have, really having what you have. I was like so mad because I have a subscription to prenatal vitamins. I love my prenatal vitamins. They're in my Amazon store. That's in the description. They're the best. And they will take away your morning sickness and everything. Well, at least they did for me. And so anyway, I'm still taking them because I'm still breastfeeding. And I was like, I didn't have them. I'm waiting for the subscription to come. And I was like really mad. It was taking a long time. And I was like, and then I just switched my mind to abundance. I was like, don't think in lack. Don't focus on lack. You're going to get these prenatals. They're going to come. And I just started thinking about abundance and switching my mindset, because that's something I have to constantly do. And I go in my cabinet and I had this other prenatal vitamin that was gifted to me in an amazing package because I did something. So I was like, oh, I have these beautiful, like all natural, really nice, really high quality prenatal vitamins right here. And so that is deeply feminine, is to have what you have. You It's so easy in our life, and I think that, you know, that's a lot of the programming too, is to focus on what we don't have. We see these people with billion-dollar weddings, and we see lavish stuff, and it can make you feel like you're in lack, when in reality you are very, very rich. You're very, very abundant in your health, in your love, in your ability, in your skill set, in your essence, in your magic, in your dreams, in your intuition, in the way that you make people feel, and how you make people feel important. That is abundance. That is abundance. It's not just Chanel bags. It's about how you make people feel. What magic can you create? How do you, you know, can you sing? Can you dance? Can you paint? Can you hold a conversation? Can you talk to people and make people feel like rallied up to your cause? Like, we have so much. We have so much within us, and it's so easy to focus on lack. Be abundant. Abundance exists all around us, and it is within you, and that is extremely feminine, is to be in the essence of abundance and to have abundance mindset. So we always say there's always more coming. There's always more. There's always more. There's always more. And so remember that. Have what you have. You have a lot. You have a lot around you. You might have a lot of children. You might have, you know, like, we have so many things. So be in a constant state of gratitude. Be in a constant state of thank you, God. Thank you, God, for this, because it's all lessons. It's all things that are sharpening us for our journey. And, you know, that is the beautiful part of being on this earth, and being a feminine essence being, is like, we are literally nature. So a lot of the things that are happening to us and have happened to us was actually on purpose to grow our roots. So a tree, like, you might see, oh, it's like not, you know, it's growing, but it's like pretty small. But what happens with the tree is it grows its roots down first. And the roots that I'm talking about for you is all the things that you've been through. All the things that you've been through that cause you to be in your masculine right now, which is why you clicked on this video. So that's the roots that is settling down. And when those roots go down and they grow down in the earth, then the rest of the tree can rise up, and it can bear fruit, and it can look super beautiful and look super healthy, because it has those deep roots that no matter what, there might be a hurricane, there might be some other things happening, that tree that is you is deeply planted, is deeply rooted. And so whatever is happening to you right now, it is so that you can be deeply rooted, you can be deeply centered in yourself, deeply planted in your purpose, deeply clear on who you are, deeply clear on what you want out of this life. Like, we go through things because it strengthens us so much to bring us to clarity. It's like, I don't want that, but I want this, and I'm gonna work so hard because I've been working on it for so long, and I deserve it. You know, like, we have to use those things. So grow your roots really deep so that you can shine like the beautiful tree that you are, the juicy tree that you are, that you're bearing juicy fruits. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I have the Ultimate Soft Life Guidebook, which is from my heart to yours, all about feminine energy, the divine feminine, sensuality, the art of living soft life. I've laid it all out, the mindset and rituals and embodiments and nourishing your day. It's all there in the ebook. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.